Good morning, it's day 57. I'm still at Partnership Shelter. I was about to get ready to break camp. It's 7:30. I don't have anything for breakfast. I don't have any coffee. I'm completely out of food. I've got my little protein shake. I'll do that in a minute, but I'll be catching the bus in about an hour to go into Marion, and there I've got some errands to run, a resupply box at the post office, as well as I probably need to hit the grocery store. Hopefully it's all within relative walking distance, and then I'll need to catch the ride back here. So that's the plan for the day, and then walk however far I can get, depending on what time I get back, to a reasonable campsite or something. So it's really kind of a play it by ear day in terms of how much I get or how far I get. So I'm gonna keep packing up, finish getting dressed and all that. So I'm walking up to the bus stop area from the shelter. We've all collectively decided to leave our backpacks at the shelter. One guy is staying behind, so I'm gonna be walking around Marion with nothing but a fanny pack and a resupply box under my shoulder once I hit the post office. So I need to figure out where everything is once we get there. Big crowd at the bus stop this morning.
Coach, okay, I was trying to get a hold of him this morning. Okay. To let him know. It's freaking there, but
So I'm just hanging out in front of the Walmart. As I was pulling up to the Walmart, I got a ride from the gentleman at the Outfitters. Drove me over to Walmart, and I saw the Lynx bus pulling away from the Walmart right at 11 o'clock. So I missed it, but there's another Lynx bus headed this way to pick me up, take me back up on the mountain, which is fantastic. That they have this service in a town like this. That's pretty cool. My Marion shopping spree included a stop at Ingles, a stop at a Walmart, and a stop at the Outfitters. Fortunately, I stopped at the Outfitters, or when I was at the Outfitters, I got the food I needed because neither Ingles nor Walmart really had what I would usually get. I just had to come up here for tortillas, which they did not have at the Outfitters, and then I picked up my box at the post office. This is Rapid Concierge Service. Got the whole limo to myself right now. So I spent $10 on these two giant, delicious-looking granola bars at the Outfitter in Marion, because the guy said that these are probably the only vegan things they have, except for the $15 backpacker meals. So these are 600 calories a bar. But they're not vegan. Turns out they're not vegan, and I didn't check while I was there. I just took his word. So I'm out $10, and these are going in a hiker box. But they have all the things except for meat. They have all the things in them that are not vegan. So, all right, I took the bus back to the shelter. Spent maybe about an hour at the shelter, repackaging all my food for the next. It's really only 4 days of food plus one whole gallon Ziploc bag full of extra stuff like proteins and supplements and like extra granola that I had. But the rest of it was divided up into 4 days of food, and it's pretty full and pretty heavy. I'm stopping at the visitor center to drop some stuff in a hiker box and to get my passport stamped. So here's the thing I recognized or realized a couple of miles back is I left the Mountain Rogers Visitor Center without refilling my water bottle, which means I started off on like a 6-mile dry stretch with a half a liter of water on me, which is not great. So if there were a cooler full of gallon jugs of water at the next road crossing, that would be some trail magic that I could use right now. Rocks, rocks, rocks. Well, a month later and this ground cover is gonna be so thick, it'll be like head height, I'm sure, but you'll have shade. So that's the trade-off. This way we have a little bit of a view and the ground is somewhat visible, but no shade. And the rocks will be there no matter what. It's relentless. Well, this is the road crossing where trail magic might happen. I'm almost brought to tears. This is also where the prescribed burn started. This happened, I believe it was last Monday, whatever day the 22nd was. It's been all over the trail guide apps, and they've had some signs posted down the trail a bit, but yeah, it looks like they did a really good job of maintaining that edge. So this burn is about a week old. Doesn't smell as bad as the one in, oh yeah, now I smell it. It smells a little better. Maybe, I don't know what the difference would be. It hasn't been rained on. Huh. It's amazing what survives. Suddenly we go from the leafless, burned, charred woods to this kind of green corridor. It's not really a tunnel because of the ceiling, but green hedge maze. But stepped out on this right here. This is pretty awesome. We have our sign, there it is. View of Walker Mountain. So all of a sudden we're low enough in the woods that it seems like shade. Part of it is the tree trunks are providing some of the shade because the sun's at a lower angle because it's like 5 p.m. So anyway, I just stopped at the stream back there, spring stream, to water up, and it's 0.4 to the shelter, and so it'll be like 5:15, 10 after 5, 5-ish when I get there. And then I haven't even looked at how far it is to the whatever it's called, the Settlers Museum and Schoolhouse, which is where I know a lot of the people I stayed with last night or from the shelter last night will be said they were pushing to. I might stay at the shelter here, Chatfield, or if it's only a couple of miles, I may push on, but I'm not sure yet. And I haven't had any food other than some granola since I left at 1 p.m. But I had a big breakfast. There just hadn't been any places to stop. And now that we're finally in some shade, I'm, you know, less than half a mile from the shelter, which might be the end of the day. So there were no good resting spots in all of anywhere to pull off. Would have just been in the blazing sun up on that ridge all day long until, you know, pretty much just now. So that's often how it goes if you try to align your breaks with nice places to take breaks. And I'm way too late for this to be open unless it's, you know, it's got a padlock on it. We'll peek in the window, but I want to know, where is the picnic pavilion everyone spoke of that you're supposed to be able to sleep in? Well, the note on the door gave us permission to sleep and stay in the picnic pavilion and use the outlets. You guys got the right idea right there. That's me next year. So we're at the picnic pavilion at the Settlers Museum. This is my setup for the night. And this is the countryside that we're experiencing, I guess is the word I was searching for.